Yo, what's up guys? We are back with another video, and today before we even get started, make sure you hit that subscribe button because we want you part of our family. If you've never seen a video of ours before, if this is your first time, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Also hit that bell so you're notified when we make new posts. Now for today's video, we are doing a mukbang with our good friends Justice and Kayla. Make sure you guys go subscribe to their channel because they're really fucking dope. Nah, but they're really like our real homies. Go subscribe to them because they're really cool. It's a really good video. It's a lot of good topics. It's really deep. You guys have been asking us for like relationship advice. And I get a lot of my DMs. I don't know about you, but like a lot of people ask me stuff. It's like they send me essay long messages and I feel bad because I can't always respond. But this video will help, I think, a lot of people. So, but before we dive into all of that, I want to give a big shout out to our sponsor for today's video, which is Simple Health.
So Simple Health is all about care that fits your life. It makes birth control really simple, convenient, and affordable with online prescriptions and free home delivery. So my experience with birth control hasn't been the easiest, especially having to go to the doctor's office, having to wait in line, and then for some reason I can't get my birth control. So I've always had trouble always having access to birth control. So for me, Simple Health really works really well. It's very discreet. It's very personal. You do it in like your home, you order it, it gets right to your doorstep.
With Karla, I've been there multiple times when she's had to go get it. She sometimes makes me go get her birth control, and it's like an irritating thing, but I'm sure for her the experience is a completely different thing because she has to physically go to the doctor, get her prescription. Sometimes she's uncomfortable. She'll tell me like situations weren't the best. So I think this service is really good because obviously, like you said, it's discreet. Also, we can let you guys know that this service is really reliable. Simple Health only offers trusted brands of birth control, so it's not like some rinky-dink, like just random birth control that hasn't been tested and trusted. Also, licensed doctors help design, and they also review every patient with rigor and care. So they really care about you. They make sure things are going right, and these things are trustworthy and tested.
And one other thing that I really like about Simple Health is that it's super affordable. They do accept insurance. For most insurance plans, your birth control will be free. And if you don't have insurance, the pills start as low as $15 a month. And it's free delivery for everyone, whether you have insurance or you don't. So that's something that I really like about Simple Health.
So we don't want you guys to miss your chance to try out Simple Health. So if you guys want to go check it out, make sure you head over to simplehealth.com/KBANDKARLA. And make sure to use our code KBANDKARLA at checkout and you can try it out for free. We also want to remind you guys that Simple Health is not a replacement for routine checkups at your doctor. So don't just do this and think that you shouldn't go to the doctor, because you should. Okay? Never stop doing that. Make sure you guys check that out in the description box. And for now, let's get back to the video. All right, we pulling up to Chick-Fil-A right now. I'm hungry as hell.
And like, even if it's a road trip.
Are y'all hungry?
Hey, back there talking, bro.
We starving.
We can't even see y'all back there.
I can't see because we're separated.
If y'all can't see, there's a table right here that did like
we're like this.
Yo, bro.
Wait, no, pop up because it looks like you're like in the dark and you just pop up.
Hey, let's try something. All right, look. On TikTok, they said if you say
my pleasure
first, that means you get a, what is it?
Try it.
We're gonna try. I'm gonna try.
All right, try to jump the gun before he says it.
All right.
Well, how are you gonna say it? Like,
like my pleasure. Should I?
It's at the very end, so you gotta say before, like at the end when you order.
Okay.
But we all know what you want to order, right?
Yeah. We'll go first, and then you guys.
Okay,
You guys go first.
Hello.
Do you have a name for the order?
Yes. Justice.
And what can I get for you?
May we have? Actually, can you get her order?
And then she's like, I want to do an add-on. Add-on? Okay. Anything else for you guys?
Yes. May I have the spicy chicken deluxe, please, but with added bacon?
Yeah, sweet tea?
Yeah. Okay.
I'll have one sweet tea. Is that okay? And
That's good. My pleasure.
Alright, anything else for you guys?
Does that work?
Does that work here?
No.
Oh, I thought it worked. I saw that.
Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Today we have some special guests.
What's up? So I'm Kayla.
And I'm Justice.
Yes, we're the JK Nation
JK
on
Nation.
YouTube.
Yeah.
My Instagram is Bayla Renee.
My Instagram is at JDor.
We're doing a mukbang for you guys. We're gonna be giving you guys some relationship advice. Well, our last mukbang, you guys obviously really liked. So today we're obviously bringing our friends, and we both have a pretty like similar type dynamic, I would say.
Definitely.
So I think, you know, you guys always want to hear our advice. We're not experts, okay?
Definitely not.
But just so you know, we're not experts, but we will give you guys our input, our advice, what we go through, what they go through. So yeah, so should we just get started?
I don't know if you guys really pray for your food, but we be praying because, you know, everybody hold hands. I got y'all. Dear God, thank you for this food, for this moment. Pray that this food is nutrients for our body. In the name of Jesus, amen. Just pray for a good time.
In college, is it best to stay low key in your relationship, or should people know? It's like if you're in school, would it be better for people to all know about your relationship, or would it be better to be low key?
Me personally,
I think it depends on the person.
Yeah.
Relationship.
Yeah, I think it depends on the person too.
Yeah.
But for me, I would want it to be known. That's just me as a girl. I think as a girl, you always want other people to know that you're in a relationship.
Yeah.
For guys, I think it might be a little bit different because
Guys be trying to hide their girl, especially in high school and stuff. Like they would try to like be low key about it.
I know.
Depending on the guy though.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely want it to be known because I'm like, if we're in college and we're dating, you better be you know what I mean? Like you better be posting. I just feel like, what's there to hide?
Oh, this is good.
To me, honestly, guys.
What you like?
If you want to do what you want to do what you want to do. If you want to post your man, post him. If not, don't. Like, if you don't post your man or you're not public about it, doesn't matter. I think nowadays, like, of course, I post my girl because I want to, but if I didn't want to, I don't have to. She knows she's my girl. I know I'm her man, and that's it.
But at the same time, if your significant other wants it to be known, like you need to respect that. Like you can't just hide it because you want to hide it. Like,
fact.
Cause like that's
You guys
that's how
have
you
to be
get
on a
left.
mutual.
Exactly.
And y'all should talk about that before y'all really get together, because if that's something that he don't want to do, you're gonna be mad the whole time because he don't want to ever show everybody that y'all are public.
Facts.
I agree.
So be with somebody that's on the same page as you. If y'all want to be low key, get with somebody that's low key.
This mac and cheese.
Yes. Who made this? They got somebody from the south.
Let them
back
see
there.
this up close and personal. Look at this big thing of mac and cheese we got. Fire.
How do you guys get over big arguments / fights living in the same household?
We were kind of talking about this earlier. That's when
Yeah, we were.
What do you do?
I'm gonna tell you the truth.
Be honest.
Be honest.
When I get angry, I like become either really, really mad, I start yelling and doing all this extra stuff, or I just go silent. It's hot or cold. Like I'll get really cold or I get really like heated.
There's no in between.
There's no in between.
No.
That's me personally, which I know is not the best way to go about arguments.
But what do you think you should do?
I think I should obviously talk about it and not get mad or not say anything, because obviously that doesn't make the situation better.
Yeah.
I think I've gotten better.
Yeah.
When I agree. Wouldn't you agree? You bet. Kevin, you better say.
If he's being honest, then
She's getting better.
I have gotten better. Like I've actually tried to work on it and I've gotten better.
How do y'all feel about
That's
that?
good.
me personally, we don't live together yet, but we've been like together most of the time for this month because of Vlogmas. But
Either way, we're together literally
all the
every day.
time. But we don't. They're saying to live together.
Oh yeah, like we don't live together yet.
I think personally, I just need to learn how to shut up. Like I always want to like say my end and win the argument. When at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. You guys at the end of the day are on the same team, and I feel like I sometimes forget that. So I think personally, I'm learning how to just let things go. I have been quiet. Like if we argue, I'm just gonna be quiet because it's like I'd rather not say anything than say something that makes it worse.
When it's in the heat of the moment, you want to say the worst of the worst. So I feel like if that's the case, like for you, because for me sometimes I'll like kind of take it too far, just staying quiet, letting myself like actually think about what I want to say before I just go and blabber out BS. I feel like that's a good way to deal with it.
You care about that person's feelings more than anybody, so why say something that's gonna hurt them?
Yeah.
You know? But I feel like that's hard to think about in the moment.
Especially like calling each other out of your name and
like-
everything.
Yeah.
When you're mad, you want to, but it's like take that
later
time.
on.
Later
Recollect,
on, you feel
you're
terrible.
not gonna
Like,
wanna.
dang,
Why'd I do that? Yeah.
So I say overall, just try not to say things in the heat of the moment. I say with us, because we live together and we see each other every day 24/7. Sometimes you gotta let things cool off before you just go at it, because you might go at it and say something that you don't mean, and then it gets worse. So everybody's different, but when you live together, just try your best to keep your cool.
There's some people who don't argue though, which is
I know.
crazy.
I know.
They just don't.
I feel like it's healthy to argue, not argue. I would say it's not bad to not have arguments because I feel like you're human. You're
I feel like it shows that you care.
You know? Like
when you
care.
because you're caring about something so much that you brung up a whole argument.
Have you ever argued just and like said like, why aren't you yelling back? But like, not necessarily said that, but felt like, why aren't you arguing back? Like, you love me?
She has that problem with me because sometimes I'll be dead silent. And it's worse because like it looks like I don't care.
Yeah. But you do, but you're just like,
I do, but I don't want to escalate it.
Yeah.
But she wants to get her point across so bad, she's like, you better say something.
How do you handle finances in a relationship?
I feel like you guys should answer
Yeah,
too, because like, you guys been doing this for a minute.
We're not technically married or anything, but we do make a lot of things like financial decisions together. Like we obviously have an apartment together, there's bills. So things like that, we came into our thing like, okay, we're gonna go 50-50 on everything that we do. We felt like when it's kind of like one side or the dude's always paying the rent, or like say I paid all her bills and did everything for her, I feel like I would have control over her. In a sense, like whether we say it or not, I'm gonna have
There's
control
always
over
gonna
her.
be like overpowering.
So we try to do everything 50-50, that way we both feel like we're equal in the relationship and like she doesn't feel some type of way, I don't feel some type of way. But yeah, like if we go and say we want to buy something for each other, like I'll buy her something, she'll buy me something, or sometimes I'll pay for the food and she'll pay for the food. And that's how we work, so.
Yeah, same.
That's real.
Yeah, I feel like it's pretty much the same for us too. Like even though we don't live together, like for me, I like to be independent still, and like I like that he loves that about me. So I don't ever want him to have to like feel like he needs to pay for me every single time.
Yeah.
So there's times where I'm like, babe, I got it, and he's got it, or like vice versa. So yeah, I agree. I feel like splitting it is the best way.
I think at the end of the day, you guys have to have communication and talk about things. I know conversations about money could be uncomfortable, but like spend that time working on it every day. Talk about it.
It's good to have that communication.
Yeah, you gotta talk about it.
You gotta talk about it.
If you ignore it, it just gets worse because let's say like he said, he was paying for all the bills, he was paying for this, that, and I was just kind of over here just saving up all my money, you know, knowing it's both of our homes. Like we both do put in work into this home. So also there's a balance of like me feeling independent, feeling like I can do things on my own too, and then he can do that as well.
And as a guy, I love that. Like when you know your girl's independent, it makes you want to be with them more. Yeah, because they can take care of shit.
They're not like, oh, I need this.
Yeah.
They're like, I can go get it. Well, for me, that's a really attractive thing.
Really,
it makes you be like, okay, I really f***ing my girl. This shake, by the way, is hella good.
Right? Doesn't
Like
it
the
taste
ice cream?
different?
All right, so I got the question, guys. So why do some guys, and this one's from _XWCX, why do some guys decide to leave the relationship and then come back and then leave?
Damn.
Wait, let me say it again.
She having a bad time.
All right, why do some guys decide to leave the relationship and then come back and then leave again? Well, guys, like they want what's familiar. A guy, if he comes back to you, is because he probably tried to get with another girl, it didn't work, and he's like out there in the streets and he's like trying to find something, but it's just not like you.
He being a hoe.
He in the streets.
He belongs to the streets.
He belongs to the streets.
He in the streets. He in the streets. So
for me, I would never take a man back if he's doing all that.
Yeah,
like if you want me,
you took me.
You're not gonna even be thinking about another female. Took you back when?
Okay.
I got you. You never left.
I got you. Never left.
If he's doing that, you shouldn't be with
you
him.
should be a little bit smart.
That's a sign. Don't be with him.
He's out here just messing around. Come back to what's familiar. Obviously, you're the yes woman. So you're gonna be like, okay, sure.
He gonna probably do it again
He's
just
gonna do
because
it
you're
again
taking it back.
he's taking advantage of you for always being a yes woman or yes man or whatever.
And after so many times, it's just like it's like a routine thing. Like,
but why do girls
that
like
point,
that though?
Some girls
like that.
They don't understand. Or also too, I feel like sometimes like it's what you see. Like,
oh yeah,
you know what I mean?
household.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because like there were certain things for me, like my parents are divorced, so like I saw certain things like a certain way. Like my mom was very independent, so like not that that's a negative thing, but I always felt like I have to be like that.
Yeah.
But then when I met him, I had to realize like, okay, I can't be doing it all. Like I have to let him like
That's
handle
exactly how
certain
she is.
things.
That's exactly.
So household, you think like would play a big role in that?
I think so. And how you're raised and kind of your situation.
That's straight to the point though. That's crazy because you didn't say like, all right, like oh maybe he this and that. You said because of his household. That's crazy.
But once I realized that, I feel like you notice it more, and then it's like, okay, how can I fix this? Or like, what can I do to like change my situation? Instead of like just repeating it over and over
Repeating
again.
the cycle.
But for that girl out there, me personally, I would say like if he consistently is doing that, you probably shouldn't be with him.
Yeah, you
like,
deserve
for your
better,
own
honey.
sake, like,
Hey, coming from us.
Yeah.
you gotta let him go. He belongs to the streets. To the streets. What should you do when your crush's best friend tries getting at you instead? So like basically, the person you like doesn't get at you, but their friend's getting at you. So what should they do in that situation? She said 911, y'all. Like it's an emergency.
Oh shoot.
So like, what should you do in that situation? If you like somebody, but they don't like you, but their homie or their friend is like the one that's
The
like
one
you.
that likes you. Oh,
I feel like that happens a lot though.
that does happen, I think.
I'll be like, sorry.
But you like what
You gotta go for what you want. Like you gotta be straight up and just say what you want.
like what you like. I feel like I know what I want, and obviously I'm not gonna pursue something if I know that in deep in my heart I don't really like him, because at the same point I'm gonna waste his time and waste my time.
But when you're, but if you're in high school though, people play
that
games
shit
like
is
that,
normal.
and
But
you're
they
scared.
do.
No, but a lot of girls are scared to say like, no, I like him. They just want to have somebody like them, so
Somebody
they'll just
like them.
let that go.
Is she in high school, you think?
I'm assuming so. But it could be, I mean, it could be an adult for all we know, like, and they just like somebody, but they homie likes them more, or they just getting the. She has to send the message though. Then if she likes the person,
Yeah,
she
you
needs to
gotta.
say it.
Yeah, like if you're in high school, just choose who you like. Honestly, don't overthink it.
Yeah, and also like just know high school isn't where you're gonna like be
You're
forever. Because I swear, when I was in high school, I swear I thought like this is the end. Like this is the end. Whoever I meet here, I'm gonna marry and I'm gonna be with forever and have kids with.
Stop playing.
But
Lies.
trust me, there was a whole lot of betterness on the other side.
That's so true, because like when I was in high school, I really thought this was it. I'm like, this is it for me.
Once it's over,
It's
you don't
over,
realize-
you-
Over.
It's it. Like you're gonna forget so many things. You'll be like, dang, like, and then if you're the best, like most of the time, I'm like, yo, these girls were really popping. And
Oh
And
my
they're not-
they're
god.
not popping anymore. I was like,
That's
yo.
hilarious.
I was like, yo, that's really funny.
They had the Camaro in high school.
Yeah.
They had the Mercedes and like
They
you
got
like,
the
man,
same
you
car.
were struggling.
I had a Nissan. I was like,
Yeah, you
I mean, not that
struggling.
it was, but I
had a
had a
bucket.
bucket.
They had the new phones
Yeah.
all the time, lunch money. Like
Now?
now
Yeah.
it's different.
Now,
we grown, it's a whole
We're
different
grown
world
now.
Yeah, that's
if
crazy.
you're not cool in high school, you're gonna be popping in real life.
That's
I'm just
bad.
saying, like,
This goes for
That's
everybody who.
yeah.
What are your thoughts about girls wearing revealing clothes? Like that's like in a relationship.
I like it because it shows confidence. Your girl has to be doing it for the right reasons. Like she can't be doing it because she's trying to impress other people. She's trying to do it because she feels confident. Like
She do it for herself.
Sexy.
You know?
yeah, she been eating good. She feel like good in the morning. Her makeup came out right. She want to just let it flow. So I respect it at the end of the day because I know damn well I'll be posting my pictures, you know, shirt off, dancing. So I mean, I can't tell you, you know.
You already heard me say this a million times. Like, I think it's all situation based. Like, don't be doing that shit. Like, if I'm gonna see my mom, don't be just happy. Everything is like situation based. So if it makes sense, even if it don't make sense, as long as it's not like something that's crazy around certain people, like my mom, then I'm cool. Like, I really don't care what you put on. Just like as long as you love it for yourself and you're not doing it for the wrong reasons. Like, just like you said, you want to feel confident about yourself. You're doing it for you and not because you want attention from other guys or like other girls, whatever you want.
Yeah, that's real.
I feel like you could dress sexy and like be all out there. And like if it fits you, it fits you. You know what I mean? You don't have to really like try. Like it either fits you or you know what
It
I'm
doesn't,
saying?
yeah.
How do you get rid of nerves of meeting your partner meeting your family/parent?
How do you get rid of nerves?
Yeah.
I don't think you get rid of them.
Yeah.
You're never. If you're
never-
not nervous, that's the problem. I was nervous as hell.
Really?
I still am.
I
Me
met.
too.
Wait, really?
Yeah, like when your mom walks in, I get hella like, hello.
You want to be like,
Okay,
you
with
want to
his
do
dad.
right.
Yeah, you want to do right.
Yeah, that's true. But like I feel like when I first met your mom and your dad, I was a little more nervous with your dad.
My dad is hella strict.
He's very
Really?
strict.
You know, you had that one.
I think it's
parent.
about your parents. Like,
Yeah.
depending on what vibe your parents give off, like it's gonna make your partner way
if
more
you're
nervous.
obviously your parents more chill, laid back, like you're gonna be
You're gonna
like,
be straight.
Yeah.
okay, like it's not too bad. But like if you have a strict parent, you're gonna be like,
Like my mom doesn't care if I like cuss and stuff. So like me and her like talk, and he was kind of like thrown back by it, cause like
Yeah, y'all be.
like we'll just like joke around, but like we'll kind of be like talking like friends almost. And he was kind of like taken
like,
back like that, cause like with
Yeah.
his mom
My
and dad,
house,
like
they don't
none
do
of that. So like he didn't really get it at first, but now it's like
He knows.
yeah, he knows.
Don't think that being nervous is a bad thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll go away eventually. Like you'll
Yeah.
meet them And
You'll
then
get like used
Or
to
it
that.
won't.
yeah, and
Or
then
it won't, you know.
or it won't, and maybe that's not the right person. No, I'm kidding.
That doesn't mean that it's not
Yeah,
the right
no,
That
person.
doesn't mean
You'll be
it's
alright.
right.
Yeah, you'll be
It
good.
just takes like time, I think. Like after the first time of you meeting them, you may get along well, you may not, and it's just
If you're trying to get over it, being nervous, just be around them more and don't just go to the house. Like go out when they go do things.
Do activities.
Yeah, because that
Yeah.
will bring you guys closer. And text them sometimes, you know.
really talk it up.
Yeah.
Because Justice is a talker, and my family
Carly, he's a
loves
talker.
that.
She know he be talking.
Oh yeah, I just know he's talking. Cayman is the complete opposite. He
I'd be
does
scared.
not talk.
Yeah.
And
But I
I'm like,
naturally
babe,
don't
I'm
talk a
like,
lot to anybody though.
like-
Like I'm just quiet.
Did your parents think he was like not a good person because he didn't talk?
yeah, well, because that was our big issue was like him not talking, and it almost
Well, there's
for
but
us.
no, it makes it worse because there's like a language barrier, so it's like it's
Yeah.
really.
Oh yeah. Then
Like,
what are you gonna?
it's straight
yeah, I
Spanish,
get
so it's like, so I try my best, but like it's way harder than it would be if she spoke English, because I could really have a full conversation.
Nah.
Yeah.
And tell her like
Yeah,
why I'm
that.
quiet, I'll be like, because this is just really me.
Yeah.
But I can't say that.
Yeah.
Like she'll say it, she'll think she's lying because it's coming from her.
yeah, she'll be like, is he really saying that? You
Yeah.
know, or not?
And I'm
Is
really
something
saying
wrong?
It. Yeah.
It's
nothing's
crazy
wrong.
because just because you're quiet, people think something's wrong. When in reality,
Yeah.
you kind of just like being that way.
You gotta just know how people are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think she's starting to learn how he
Yeah.
is though.
But she
Yeah.
don't know.
So like now she knows like, oh, he's just like a quiet person.
I'm like a doer. Like I like doing things for
yeah,
people, but like I might not
he's
say it,
more
but
of
I'll
like
do
a
it.
doer for sure.
How do you deal with low self-confidence and trust issues in a relationship?
You can't really teach people confidence. I think it has to
True.
come within like your partner.
That's so
like
true.
I think he knows I'm very confident. I know he's very confident. So like I already know. But I think that's something you can't really teach somebody.
Yeah.
They have to do it with them themselves and
Yeah.
like really like work on themselves first for them to be in a relationship too.
Yeah.
Because like when it comes to confidence and securities, like they have to get that over themselves first.
They can't bring that.
And they
all
can't bring
into
that into a
relationship.
new
It's not fair.
relationship because it's not fair to the other person and your relationship.
Yeah.
I agree.
So I think if you have the insecurities and confidence issues or whatever it is, I mean your partner could help it,
They can reassure you. Like your partner can reassure you.
but there's always it's you.
Yeah. At the end of the day.
Yeah. Knowing yourself, like if you really get in touch with yourself, like alone, I would say like finding yourself outside of relationships is probably the easiest way to be able to like, okay, I love myself. Now I can be able to like love somebody
Yeah.
else and trust them and have all the confidence in the world.
Just because you're in a relationship, it doesn't make you confident.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't. You still might feel that way. You gotta honestly work with yourself, learn yourself, and like honestly, when you feel unconfident, ask yourself why. Like it's so simple, just and then fix it. Like,
Yep. She said kind of what I was already about to say, but low self-confidence, I feel like if you have that, you probably shouldn't jump into a relationship because that's gonna always be there. And like if you have really bad trust issues, I'm not saying don't get into a relationship, but like you can't bring that into one because it's not fair. It's not fair to her if I bring all that into it, even though I can't really let it go. Let that go before you hop into it because then it's gonna be a lot smoother. But
Yeah.
then you're gonna constantly be dealing with that the whole time.
yeah, it just
And
eats
that's
you
your
up.
excuse every time you have something like, well, I have trust issues. Like, all right, get out, get the fuck out of here.
'Cause
Might
it's not
have
your
hurt, like,
problem.
It's not my fault.
Yeah.
Like your last dude or your last girl did that's not nothing to do with me. You can't bring people. That's just not fair to that other person.
Yeah. Dang, that's you say you can't bring people. That's real.
It's not that easy, but
Yeah,
that's
it
how I
takes
feel.
time. Trust is a marathon. Like you have to like continue to work towards it, and it's not gonna be perfect. Your trust
Yeah.
our trust might be different from their trust. You know, so like you gotta continue to work
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 on
on it all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
How can you guys build together? Like as a relationship, how can you build together with somebody else? I think you gotta know how to build stuff for yourself 1st, and then when you come together, I think whatever you're good at and the things that you're naturally good at doing, you can help complement your partner with those things, and they usually have something that like you don't know how to do well, but they do well. So for me and her, like we have this like yin and yang balance where it's like I'm good at getting stuff done and she's good at like talking about it. So like we come together as a really good team. And I think in your partner, you find like those balances and like those things that like are areas where like you're good at, she's not good at, and like it all kind of helps. You help each other out. It's like you help each other grow.
That's facts. I sometimes don't want to do stuff, and she will do it. Like that's literally how our relationship is. There's no other way that our relationship could work if she didn't like take the parts that I was missing.
Yeah.
Like I can't look at emails. Like I can, but I just can't.
But
Like
I
I'm like,
handle
oh
that,
my.
yeah.
I mean, it's just like sometimes too much. So, but she'll do it. So it's like you gotta find that balance, and then at the end of the day, like I feel like that's what brings us closer. The things that I lack, she completes. You know.
See, that's perfect.
Yeah, that's perfect. I think honestly, guys, like building something is great. Like what we do is awesome, but it's not for everybody because a lot of people don't have the abilities to like entertain. You know, there's other things you might be able to do. So I feel like
things you're great at.
yeah, other things you're great at. So just find that and do it. Like it's right in front of you.
Aside from like YouTube, trying to build a life, you definitely have to have like, you know, like both want career paths, and like one person can't want to strive to like be a doctor and like, you know what I mean? You guys kind of have to function on the same wave.
We were just talking about
yeah,
that.
I agree.
like functioning on the same wave, I feel like is so much easier to build a future together, as well as like having a solid foundation. And like we always say that like a good foundation will definitely
do
set
anything.
You'll
yeah.
do anything.
It's like building a house. Like
Yeah.
you can't build a house, get to the top of the house if you don't have the freaking foundation laid out. So
yeah. If she wanted to start painting tomorrow, she could, because I know our foundation is support. Like it's just I gotta support her. So I feel like that's the key, building that foundation.
And I think that's good because like when you have that communication with your partner, knowing like, okay, like you're way ahead over here and I'm still like working on getting the foundation,
that point,
and like you're over here trying to like examples, getting engaged, having a baby.
That's
that's like you're like here,
They're
but
gotta
like
be on the same
we're
page.
gotta be
you
on
gotta
the
be
same page. Because when you both get to that part of like marriage or a family or something, like you're like in sync.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I
like
agree with
you're
that.
both like at the same thing. So it's like, I
that's
think it's good.
fact.
yeah, that's very true, because you can't want to I can't want a baby
And then
him
you're
not
not ready
want
for that.
like that's not something that will work out. You'd have to either
she'll
like
feel empty. She'll be like, I want this, I want this, but I can't get it out of him. Especially that we're partners. Like it's not just gonna happen overnight. If you're dealing with that, you gotta just make a decision. Like hey, you just honestly.
I think it's really beneficial when your partner is kind of in the same general field. You don't have to be in the same field, but like similar interests. So like say if I like to do stuff on videos and I'm making like old vines or whatever, I'm used to that side. She's on like a media side, but it's like she's more on the picture side, but it's the same industry, same kind of field. So like we understand each other. We understand like, okay, what Instagram is, what YouTube is. Like we understand all these things, and like it's not like, okay, I'm on my phone all day doing nothing. Like this is part of my life. And you got like, she values that and I value that. Like obviously I don't want her phone all the time, but like we know what's going on. Like a person who doesn't do this, they're not gonna get it. And they're gonna end up trying to break up with you, or like think you're being weird because that's all you do, but that's really just part of our life. So I say be with somebody that understands what you do, and it's a lot easier when you guys kind of do similar things.
And like talk about it, communicate it, because like it's important that you come home, or if you're starting to be with somebody, come home, tell them how your day went. Like tell them, like if you're like say you work at a restaurant and the other person does something else, come home, tell them how it went, because then they understand. Karen was acting like this, and then I ran the food here. Like you get what I'm saying? Like as long as you communicate, like I feel like that's good.
Do you guys believe in breaks?
no. If you don't want to be with me, you don't need to be with me.
Yeah, I mean I understand space, but not breaks.
Yeah, like
I can't get away from this woman. Even if I say I want a break, she gonna be at my house for sure. So
I'll be following him back home from
back
my
home.
house.
So I mean, honestly, in a relationship, I can understand if you don't like that person and you're real like on real talk, abusive, like verbally or physically, like all of those things, and you want a break. That makes sense. But just because you guys had an argument,
because to me a break is, I don't want to be with you.
Right
I'm
now.
gonna go
Right
sleep
now.
with somebody else tomorrow, and then I'm gonna get back with you in a week, and I don't fuck with that. Like,
I
that's not
agree.
cool.
I say no to breaks. It's not my thing. Like if you want to break, then that's permanent. Like it's not like, oh yeah, we're gonna take a break.
No,
you
it's
have
over.
fun over
See you in a
here.
week.
see you in a week.
See you like
up in the
I'll come
club.
back.
Like,
Yeah, like I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Yeah, no.
I think a break is exactly what she said. Like it's an excuse for you to do things without technically getting in trouble. For it.
Like, but we were
I still want you to.
Me and my girl ain't together right now. Technically y'all not, but y'all really is. So like it just gives you this ability to like be a hoe, be out there in the streets, and then come back and like everything's cool because y'all was on a break and not together.
And that goes for both men and women.
Sides,
Oh yeah, facts.
It's not just dudes that do it, girls do it too.
So many couples go like, man, growing up, a lot of couples would go on breaks. That was a thing.
Yes, when you're
Yeah.
young,
That
like
was
in
a
high
thing,
school, like,
yeah.
oh, we're on a break. Or,
Yeah.
like,
But once you
what?
hit like 24, 25, I think breaks kind of like go out the window because like
Yeah.
you with a girl. I mean, a lot of people are in relationships. I understand that, but I'm just saying when you're in one, like breaks shouldn't even be a thing. Just fight it out.
Yeah.
Just solve it. And
Just
let it
say
go.
like, I'm gonna talk to you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, and that's kind of
Not
like a
no
mini break in
break.
itself, though. Without being a break, it's still like a time where like
yeah,
You have
you're
to.
thinking for yourself and you come back together, but it's not no like official. Oh, it's a break.
yeah, like
Yeah.
I can go be with other people. Like,
Yeah.
no.
Like, so I know this shake from
Yes.
Chick-Fil-A. I don't know what type of ice cream they use,
10
but
out of
it's
10?
it's a 10 out of 10. It's 11 out of 10.
Really
Y'all
good.
gotta try the strawberry and the Oreo mixed.
Yeah, he did some crazy shit. I hope it's good though.
How do you guys keep your relationship going, and what makes it better, if that makes sense?
Like spicing it up.
Yeah. So I think honestly, what makes
keeps our relationship
what keeps
going?
us our relationship spicy, and this is gonna be very weird.
What you about to say?
No. It's
Oh
not.
my God.
It's like weird, but not really. Like honestly, looking in her eyes when I talk. Like
Yeah, it is a connection.
that.
Intense, huh?
That literally can bring you close, and that literally could spice things up.
I notice when he really does like look at me and he's like paying attention to what I'm saying, and I get like all like, oh my goodness, like
Yeah.
inside like,
Like, ooh.
and I'll kind of like look away because I tend to like
shy.
look around
Yeah.
when I'm nervous, but
I've been trying, like when we go eat, like and it's just us, I'll like look her in her eyes and I see her looking away because it's still uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But like you would be surprised how many relationships don't look at each other in the eyes. I know I don't do it all the time. Sometimes I'm
That's
just like
so true.
I'm looking around, but like that spices it up because then you're looking at each other and you're seeing like you're
You're
seeing
connecting,
something.
I think.
yeah,
And then that-
like hugging
And hugging,
like he'll like hold
like
me,
literally
like,
holding each other. Like we do that a lot, and that literally
it's just like
that literally is so like reconnecting. Like I don't know, you guys should try
you
it.
just
It's,
feel
like,
good
simple,
after, like you feel like your man loves you, and
Yeah.
like he'll feel like, oh my gosh, my woman loves
Yeah,
me, and it's
literally.
like it's something so small, but like I think a little bit of that every day is like something
you would
to
think
really
buying
keep-
gifts, doing that. No, it's
Yeah.
the simple
It's the
physical.
small
It's the
thing.
Yeah.
littlest things.
At least for us.
Yeah, for us,
Because
like-
for me, like, you can buy me shoes, but that's not
Yeah,
gonna
that's
really
not-
make me
that's just
happy.
not fit.
So I'm like, I can buy myself shoes and I'll make myself happy.
What about you guys?
For me, I try to say things to her. Like sometimes I literally act like I'm just now meeting her, and I'll say things to her like, "Oh, what's up, girl? What's up with you?" girl?"
Yeah.
That makes her happy.
And like
Yeah,
do
yeah.
little stuff like that, or like act like I don't know her and I'm trying to get to know her like all the time, and like do the little things that like you can't stop doing, like what you were doing when you were trying to get her.
Trying to get
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
You ain't gotta do it all the time, but sometimes just act like it is the first date again, or
Yeah.
act like it is the beginning again, or spice it up in the bedroom too. That's not gonna get demonetized.
Hey, you can only say one thing about that.
Spice it up in the room that you lay down in. Go to sleep. Do that, like try new things. Like this is your part of this. Try different things. Try
Yeah.
things you never like. Not I don't know what y'all gonna do, but just try things.
Cake
Like
on
you never know. You might like it, you might not like it, but it spices it up because you're like, okay, I'm trying something completely new with this person or whatever it might be. So we try a lot of different
Yeah,
things.
I also think like for us, like we like to go on our date nights. For
Yeah,
us,
you
like,
guys do.
That's important.
We going next time, so hold on.
Double date.
yeah, like we just like actually like go on a date, like a
That's
real
important.
date, dress up. I know exactly what he likes to
It's not all the
wear.
time,
It's not
though.
like I know what obviously I like wearing, but I know what he likes to see me in, and like go to dinner, go to a movie, come home, and like
Stop.
have like a real
Yeah,
date,
date,
like
yeah.
have to like feel like I'm going out, not just like I know obviously we technically have dates every day.
Well,
but
I
we'll
like
go
when you
out-
call
you
it
mean.
like
I get what you
official.
mean.
Like you'll say like, no, today's
Today
date
we're
night.
gonna
There's a
do date
difference.
night.
There's
Yeah,
a
when you say it like that,
Yeah.
it's like more serious in my opinion.
Yeah, I think so too. Like he'll get dressed
I'll
up.
take it more
I'll get dressed.
seriously.
He smells good. I smell good.
Hey, that's real. That's a real date thing.
Like I'm ready. So like
Because if not, we'll go regular. shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll go like in our sweats. But
Yeah.
you know, it's different when you have like date night. You're
Yeah.
like, okay, today forget about everybody else. Forget about whatever's going on. It's just me and you, and like
We're having a date.
we're having a date.
I like that, yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
All right, so last question. I have this question. Okay?
What is it?
This is like for you, basically, Kevin. Like, how do you be the man in the relationship
Ooh.
without being controlling, supporting her in her thing, but because I know she does her things and you know
Yeah.
she does her things, but how do you support that and like also be the man at the end of the day making decisions?
This is a good question because me and her had this conversation a lot. Because she said something earlier about how you're raised. So
Yeah.
I think depending on how your girl's raised, will affect this a lot because she was raised to be really independent. Like, I don't need a man, I don't want a man. A lot of the times when I was here and I'm doing the things that like I've seen, like, cause I've seen my dynamic at home, like I had a dad in the house, a mom in the house. So I was kind of seeing like, you know, how men work in the house, like how the dude kind of, he's not overpowering everybody, but he has his place.
Yeah.
So with her, she wasn't used to really seeing that because she didn't really have her dad there. So I would do things that I thought were like normal and she would just not let me do them almost. Or like, even opening the door for her and shit, like she's just the type to just like,
she like, no,
I'm opening it, she'll take out the trash, like, even when like, this is one thing I used to hate. We used to get hella groceries and I'm like, all right, go in the car, cause you don't need to be putting these in the trunk, cause I want to do it.
Yeah.
So every time we'll just
all the time.
come in and just do it. I'm like, what do you want me to do for you? Like, this is my way of trying to show you, like, I'm trying to do things for you and like, I can't do any of them. So we had a conversation. I'm just like, you have to let me have my place.
Yeah.
Not like a controlling way, but like, let me do the things that I can do. Like, let me do them. I'm a like communicate with you what those things are and tell you why I'm doing them. Not because I'm trying to like be kiss assy, but like, this is just what I want to do as a man in the house.
Yeah.
And then once I did that, she finally like, now she'll hesitate to get the groceries.
I'll literally like be like, oh.
And she'll be like, okay, I'll go back in the car. Like, so it's getting better.
That's crazy because there's a dip, like you say, you talk about, there's a difference between a bad argument and a good argument.
Yeah.
Like I feel like when you guys talk about content, like that's good argument. You're arguing over a creative idea. You're arguing over like doing something that's good. But the bad is like, of course you know. But like for me personally, like Kayla, same way, independent. I think it was just like about me making a decision and that being final. We're gonna do this. And like she's saying, Justice, what should we do? I come with a plan, and then
I'll change
she'll be
it.
like, no, we're gonna. I'm like,
Yeah.
you just asked me, woman.
But
Like
that too, like my parents were divorced, but like I would go from my mom's to my dad's. But like my dad, anytime he was like telling me to do something, it was because like he was mad.
Oh, okay.
It was like, Dad, if you're watching this, I'm sorry, but like it was like mostly like out of anger because like maybe he had a bad day or whatever. So like when he's doing certain things or like I think I try to like react to it instead of just letting it be that way.
And we're
because,
still
like,
working on that.
Yeah,
We're
and like,
still,
yeah.
but she's gotten so much better. Like now she'd be like, okay, babe.
Yeah.
And she'd be like, I'm gonna go do this and I'm gonna.
Yeah, cause like like at first like I'll ask like, oh, you want me to edit or whatever, but he likes to do that and like I don't like it. So like he wants me to like chill, like make food and
I
stuff
want her
like
to
that.
chill,
And like
but-
I love to do that, but I didn't think like I was able to do that because I saw my mom like
Always.
handling
Always
stuff
have
all
it.
the time.
I think that's also too because like I grew up with a single mom, so I saw her do everything from the taking out the trash, doing all the
The
man
mom and the
work.
dad in one
The
person.
mom and the dad in one. So I obviously like would just want to be exactly like her. So I'm like, I work, I clean, I do
She let me
this,
do
I
nothing.
do that. Like no
Yeah, me
one does
too.
anything. Not that she didn't ask for it, but that's what I would see. So obviously going into my relationship, I kind of didn't understand what it was like the man's dynamic and the woman's
didn't see
dynamic.
it.
I
Yeah,
never saw it.
that's
So
cool.
it was like for me, it kind of was like, wait, why do I have to sit back and you do that? And I'm like,
Did you feel it as
and, like,
disrespect?
I think she did in the beginning.
at first, yeah, because it almost felt like, because I was like this, I do everything, type of girl. Like I do this, I do that. Like I don't need nobody, like type.
Be doing that.
But I have gotten better. I feel like I have gotten better. It's a work in progress because obviously I've been able to like let it go and be like, oh, like you do that?
for
I'm
sure.
like, oh, okay. But at first, it was really hard.
So now we do this thing where like whatever she's good at, like if she likes to clean, I let her do her thing. If I like to cook, I do my thing.
Yeah, so we've found a balance.
We found what we do and we just do our things. And I let her enjoy her thing that she does. I let her just do it. If she wants to decorate, I'm like, do your thing. 'Cause I don't want to interrupt it and then you not like it, just do your thing and I'm gonna do my thing. And it just works now.
I think too, when you say do your thing, it's like they don't want you to say that. It's
I
like
know,
they
I
want
know.
you to help, but then it's like you don't mean it as like to be rude. You mean it because like I trust you.
Yeah.
Because I'll tell her like, babe, like she'll be like, what do you want to eat? Spaghetti, this or that. I'm like, I'll have spaghetti. What do you want, babe? I'll have spaghetti because it's good. Like
I'm
whatever
like,
you want to
but
make.
you're saying I'll have spaghetti, so I'm like, you'll have it or do you want it?
Like
I want to know what you want.
That's
I want to
the
know
real-
what sounds the best thing
I'm
you can
like-
eat right now because I could whip it up.
Yeah, but I'm like,
if spaghetti
That's me to
is down
you.
here, if spaghetti is down here and Chick-fil-A's up here, I want you to say Chick-fil-A. Like, don't say spaghetti. Like,
we're still working on it.
Everything's work in progress.
Exactly. All right, guys. Well, that wraps up this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We obviously finished pretty much everything. We really went in because I ate my whole chicken
Well, we
sandwich.
spent $87 at Chik-Fil-A.
Yeah, we did.
We each got like 4 things.
We all got like our drinks, like multiple drinks, like a bunch of stuff. So we enjoyed it. We enjoyed having our conversation with them.
dope.
It's always good to like have conversation with other couples because it's like you almost feel like, damn, they go through the same thing.
Everybody does.
Like, you know, like it's not just me. I'm like, I'm not great.
And it's good to hear, so it's good to hear like outside perspective. Like, so you know it's not just you, or like they have a different view. So like you're like, okay, maybe I can think of it that way.
Maybe I should do that.
That's true.
Like
Yeah,
maybe
I
I
like
should
that.
think about it like that way.
that's
So it's like good to hear like her opinion. Obviously she's the girl, I'm the girl. So I'm like, oh, like
I'm still
maybe I should try that.
I'm like, we're still crazy though.
But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to subscribe to their channel. We'll link it down below for you guys. And yeah.
Hey, we coming back. Y'all want more mukbangs? We can make this a thing, like where we talk about different things. So.
Give this a thumbs up because they were dope.
Give it 2 thumbs up.
Man,
2 thumbs up.
You gotta
and a
like
comment
it.
down below.
And a comment down below. Comment down below
And
like.
make sure to subscribe.
Oh yeah, and subscribe to their channel.
And notification bell.
Yeah, hit that.
That's it.
Hit that. Man.
Everything you could do it.
All right, guys. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see y'all next time.
Bye.